There we are. Hope everybody's having a good night. Nice Saturday evening. It's supposed to get pretty cool these next couple days. I'm really looking forward to that. Got big plans tomorrow. Either working on finishing the basement or cleaning out my shop. That's up to the wife tomorrow to determine what I'm gonna do. So we will see. I know it's late, um, but I can't sleep yet, and everybody inside the house is in bed. So figured let's see what's going on. If anybody's still up and about. Don, yeah. Well, got some shop stuff done. Everybody inside the house is asleep, and I can't sleep yet. So I have two options. I can either do this live or go to watch TV. And I don't know. I watch plenty of TV, but there's just nothing I need to see right now. Flintlock, what's up? Sack Nuts, Thane, Ty. Well, y'all hit me at once here. No, I got to that point where I got enough stuff done in the shop, and I'm not tired yet. So I figured, let's hop on, see how everybody's doing. Cody, Clay Creek Traps, how we doing, buddy? You're gonna be in Osage, correct? Yeah, CRB. That's my problem. Like, I mean, I was on the phone the other night till 1:45 with a good buddy of mine. We kind of call each other when the wives and kids go to sleep, just kind of chat and catch up, talk life and business and everything else. He does a lot of work for me, so. But yeah, just called him. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, dude, it's like 12:35, 12:40. I got to be up at 5:30, so I should probably get out of here. No, Don, I didn't get the beaver done. That is tomorrow morning, first thing. Well, not first thing. First thing is, since I'm not working tomorrow, if I don't work Sundays, me and my daughter go on a daddy-daughter date, if you will, to McDonald's breakfast. Gives my wife the 1 day a week she's able to sleep in, and that's only if I don't work, so. Dan, oh, you're right, Dan. I did not email you. I'm so sorry, buddy. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I seen that too today or yesterday after the live, but I totally forgot about it. I should have done it today at work because I was so bored. Oh, cool, Cody. How'd you do? Did you have a good time? But that's, yeah, CRB. So I worked today. I came home and then weed eated. And I don't know about you all, but my wife has so many trees and plants that I have to weed eat around. When I was single, I had like the house and the garage. That was it. Now it's like we've got like 65 trees or plants. What the heck happened? So weed eating takes almost as long as mowing 3 acres now. But no, anyway, worked on shop a little bit today. Still a long ways to go. Long ways. If I had to guess, I've got probably 15 hours to get the shop where I want it. Because I'm going to be building some more shelves and stuff this year. Then I probably got about 30 hours in trap prep. And then probably 60 hours in scouting to get where I want to be. So a long ways to go yet. I'd love to, Dan. My wife would hate me though, more than she does. Hey, Johnny, how we doing, buddy? Dan, that video you posted was pretty cool, man. It is crazy to see the difference between yours and mine. Granted, that was a really, really good coon for my area. You know, we got to remember that. That wasn't just my average coon. That was a good coon for my area. So, but yeah, that's pretty incredible seeing the difference. Oh, did you, Johnny? Did you send me an email too then? Because I missed out this morning. I was supposed to do it at work this morning. respond to emails from last night, and I totally spaced it. Including Dan, who's sending me something. So I really should get on that. So does anybody else in their shop have something that kind of keeps them going, kind of a wall of pride or anything when they have the tough days? I'm just curious. Um, I don't know if he has a website address or not, Don, but he'll be at Osage, it sounds like. Oh yeah, Dan, that's the substantial notice. The raccoon I sent you, it's got 2.5, probably almost 3-inch guard hairs, is my guess. And a lot of in our early coon though, like if we had a late sow, like she gave birth late and didn't develop anything, she'll still have decent guard hairs but no underwool. But sometimes you get those raccoons that have no guard hairs. It's really crazy. Yeah, Johnny, I got a new one to add onto mine. Um, my daughter made me a painting, so I've got to put this on the wall that basically I stand right where I do finishing fur and skinning and stuff, and I look at this wall. Well, I'll show you guys here right in front of me. Um, it ain't anything crazy, but you know, picture of the family. Um, my boy's doodles he made like 8 years ago. This is actually a bunch of notes my wife made me, but they're covered in grease now. Kind of bleeding out. A buddy of mine, my kid's footprints over there. You know, I just kind of got stuff here that just, I don't know, kind of motivates me to keep going in the rough days. So I don't know. Some might think it's silly, but it's good to know that I love doing this. It's my passion, but there's still some money at the end of the day that kind of helps push me too. So. Oh wow, hunting and stuff. That's crazy. Yeah, Johnny, absolutely. I get it, CRB for sure. No, sack nuts, I have not. Oliver Anthony, Richmond, north of Richmond. Is that a... Okay, never mind. I'm a guy, I don't know names of songs or singers. I just have to hear them. Like, I can sing to almost any country song, but I miss the old country too. Some of the new stuff's kind of cool, but most of that stuff, I mean, I'm old school. Growing up with my dad when I was 8 to 10 years old, in the early 90s, listening to stuff, and that's what I liked. I mean, heck, you guys have probably heard my ringtone when I'm doing a live inside. My ringtone on my phone, Seminole Winds. So, I'm sure I have sack nuts. I just have to hear a song. I'm gonna YouTube it after this, though. I promise you that. No, we got 17 beaver left to do tomorrow, and then we're done. So, it's a good feeling. Bittersweet. But the plus side of finishing furthest late in the season, once we start trapping here again in 90 days, or under, I should say, I'm going to be ready to go. I won't have normally it takes me a little bit of, figuring it out again, but I do pretty good with that, so. Oh, nice, CRV. Yeah, CRB, I am not a mechanic. I view myself as a jack of all trades. There's a lot of things that I'm okay at, I'm a decent carpenter, decent outdoorsman, kind of a think outside the box guy. But when it comes to mechanics, I prefer to deal with wood and drywall screws versus bolts and nuts. I can't handle it. I'm not good at it. That's probably definitely my biggest weakness. Okay, sack nuts. I'll check that out. Oh, cool, CRV. Cool. What traps you looking at, buddy? Don't tread on me. I was just talking to you a little bit earlier. Yeah, just doing some work out in the shop. Family's all asleep now. Well, my wife's still asleep on the couch, but I kind of let her be there until she wakes up on her own and goes to bed. Because I've learned that if I wake her up, she gets kind of growly at me. So it's just kind of like, you know what? You just come to bed whenever you're ready. Yeah, Johnny, you're not wrong. I mean, that's me. I know enough. Like, I built our deck. I do roofs and siding on the side, but plumbing, I'm okay at. Electrical, yeah, that's a little different story. Um, did a little bit of concrete in high school, but yeah, it's just when it comes to mechanics, I mean, I literally am going to pay my mechanic to put new windshield wipers on, just because I don't deal with them. Oh, really, Dan? Yeah, I bought a new pair of hip boots at the convention. They had some discontinued stuff, lacrosses that I really like. Not the ones I really like, which was the Big Chiefs, because they're gone. They're done. Um, but what were they? Something Marsh was in the name. Don't tread on me. I always need to sleep. I mean, we did a live till. Actually, I was in bed halfway early last night. I was probably in bed by midnight. Um, Night before, like I said, I was up on the phone talking to my buddy Ben till 20 till 1. Up at 5:30 every morning. I'm exhausted in the mornings. I'm exhausted on my drives home. But every evening, I'm just wide awake. It kills me. Bill, I missed a call from you earlier today, bud. I should have called you back too. We're in the middle of some family stuff earlier. I apologize, but I'll give you a holler tomorrow. Dozen Duke TBs and 6 550s. MB or Duke 550s, CRB? Yeah, Johnny, it's a lacrosse marsh something, I thought, but I could be wrong. Yeah, Bill, apparently people watch lives afterwards. I guess, me personally, I don't know. I don't think I'd watch many lives after they're done because you can't see the question in the chat like there's now. You just hear the person talking, responding, but you don't know what the question was. So if I was like, yeah, man, that sounds awesome. Good luck. If I was watching that live, I'd be like, what's that person doing? Who was that? I don't know. Just me personally, but apparently I'm the odd duck out. Yeah, CRV, you'll have good luck with Duke 550s. They're good traps. Oh yeah, don't tread on me. We're good. We just I don't get a whole lot of family time, and left work a little bit early today. We went to Smash Park to eat with the family, which was a good time. Um, so that's why, Bill, I was not able to get with you. We were having some family time, so. And then me being scatterbrained as I am, I just completely spaced off calling you back. Yeah, Johnny, I think they do too. Hunting and stuff. So here's my thing. I can go by all week with like 4 to 5 hours of sleep, but on Mondays, Monday or Tuesday, one of those days, I hate to say it, but I do sleep for like 10 to 11 hours. It's just like everything's built up from the week, and I'll crash and not set an alarm, um, and I will just sleep until I wake up. Sometimes I'll kind of come to a little bit about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and if I lay my head back down, next thing you know, it's 9:30, 10. It's like, man, that just felt so good. Didn't have to do that when I was younger. Sack nuts, I don't even know how to do that, to be honest with you. I really don't know how. If I do play it, it takes me out of this live. Um, Unless I, had my wife's phone or something, but it kicks me out of this live completely. I mean, I can't, like, if I have a Facebook notification pop up and I go to answer it, it pauses the live. It's kind of a mess, so I'm not techie enough to do it. Yeah, Dan, I use the hip boots. So they come up to my groin. They work pretty good for me, but then again, I don't have that muck that you probably do. There are, if I get into ponds, oh yeah, ponds, I'm sinking to my knee at least. Um, but most of our cricks, they have enough current going through them, it sucks all that soup out. I might, I might sink up to my ankle in some bad spots, but I can make what out, Bill? 2 days. Ty, you're just counting down, buddy. No, don't try to me. I've been there too, buddy. It's like, hey, honey. Okay, I'm in trouble. Yeah, hunting stuff, right? Well, I'm way behind in the chat. Shane, how we doing? Oh, Bill, that's too bad, buddy. Sorry, Bill. I was way behind. You said something about Miss Iowa. Also gave a shit awesome. I'm lost. It's so hard to read words if it's out of context. I don't know. But no, I'm getting this week is going to be huge. Like we have a low of 52 Monday night, which is going to be the night. Well, Tuesday morning, I'll be blowing in the insulation. So, Shane, happy birthday, my friend. Uh, Hopefully you're having a good night. Um, may the alcohol flow smoothly, my friend. I'm looking forward to it, Sack Nuts. That's kind of a. I am very. I love deep songs. I'm that guy that if I listen to something, I want to really listen to something deep. I'm gonna even write it down. I'm assuming it's very common then, or it's like a new song. Oh yeah, okay, Bill. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, she like tonight. She's trying to. We went out to a Smash Park and she had a couple too many drinks and she doesn't drink. Like you guys have seen her drink probably almost as much as I have. Like in live, she will a little bit, but she had 2 drinks and she got pretty messed up at Smash Park and she came home and was sitting on the couch at like 7:30 and I think she's starting to come down from it a little bit, and I kept hitting her in the head with my daughter's little like styrofoam sword, and she was so mad. She'd yawn, and I'd put the sword in her mouth just to aggravate her. It was awesome. No, don't shred at me. I'd eat them for sure. Trap prep flintlock. So my biggest problem with my postseason when I'm pulling traps, I'm literally throwing them in a tote in the back of my truck with everything, and they come home, and that's where they sit until about now. Uh, a lot of people don't like that, and that's not the best way to do it. But the mud dries out, turns to dirt, so they don't really rust anymore. If they are soaked in mud or covered up, but it just makes a lot of work now. But I'd rather have the work now in the off season than go through and clean off all the traps when I'm pulling them and take the anchors off. So I've got piles of traps with anchors on them in totes. I've started sorting through them a little bit, but I got to sort them all out. Everything that needs cleaned up, I throw in. This year's probably going to be three 50-gallon barrels. Fill it with water for 2 days. Dump them out, and it softens everything up. Power wash them. Then I'll go through and check every trap to make sure the tag is on it. Then I'll dip them. And then once they're done dipping, I go through and I break all the dogs loose on the dog proofs. Clean up the underside of the dog on the conibears, that type of thing. I mean, it'll be, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work yet, but we'll get there. Dan, I'm intrigued now. Oh, Shane, that's awesome, man. Happy 41st birthday, buddy. Ty, she'll sleep long past me tomorrow. Ty, I can tell, man. For the last like 5 lives, you've counted down the days to get these squirrels. Yeah, that don't sound so good. Don't tread on me. I ate my first homegrown butchered chicken the last 2 days. That was phenomenal. I'm definitely going to do a lot more of that next year. Well, I shouldn't even say I'm going to. I have to pay a buddy of mine to buy them and raise them for me because my wife wouldn't let me butcher anything here. So he raises them and butchers them and everything, and then I just get the finished result. So still home raised, just not by me. CRB. Hold on here. I gotta find one with an anchor. Tell you what, CRB, I wish you would have said something to me beforehand, because I could have sent you some pogo anchors. You know, if you're only wanting a couple dozen of them, I could have saved you some money. But dog proof with my pogo anchors. I love the pogo anchors. Definitely my favorite by far. You're gonna have to get a driver for them though. And the driver's gonna cost you like $30, $35. But you know, I half hitch all my traps. You know, basically just a big loop on the end of this, so that way I can pull the anchor back through and it'll come off completely, if that makes sense. So to kind of show you how I did that again, a big loop through the center of the swivel, then you just kind of put your bottom of it through and it attaches. I actually learned this from Kyle Catt's video. You know, and you can get it down there low enough to where it'll still swivel, which is very handy. So, yeah, Sarah, I could save you some money in that package I sent you, buddy. I probably should have done that. I didn't even know you were wanting those types of anchors. David, how we doing? No, 17 beaver will be done tomorrow once me and Gracie go out for breakfast. Yeah, CRB, but you won't be able to order them like that. Nobody makes the big loop on the end. So the ones you're going to get, they're going to have a small loop. And you'll have to get like quick links or some kind of connecting device. Yeah, Dawn, they are amazing. Yes, Flintlock. I only run 2-inch washers. My area will not. I don't mess with inch and a half at all. I mean, I can pull most of my 2 inches up by hand. So an inch and a half, yeah, it's not gonna be enough for me. Yeah, Dan. I'll show that again. Good question. The bottom side is just a very small loop with a J hook going to my 2-inch washer. Um, Luckily, this one doesn't even need cleaned up. This one apparently never caught anything last year, so um, center swiveled. Most of mine are, but got big loop on top. I only have to run about 20 inches, but most people aren't probably going to be able to get by with that. I got all my boards lined up today. All my coyote boards. These down here are my new fox boards. We got all coon through here. These are all coon too, but anything 2x or smaller that I believe we'll put on them. Then my beaver boards that aren't being used right now, which I got about 10 that are, which I'll put the last 17 up on these tomorrow. But feels good to get these kind of organized. They were scattered all over the shop by by the end of last year. So it's just like literally I have no time to clean or make things organized once season opens up. So that's why everything I gotta do is beforehand, because it just blows up afterwards. You have to cut some boards, CRB. What are you gonna make them out of, buddy? Oh, don't tread on me. It don't surprise me, man. You're in serious bobcat country. Serious bobcat country. So still plenty of work to do yet. I can finally get to my skinning station, at least one of them, which I'm really thinking I need to add another one. We'll get there. No, Mr. Somebody, I don't. I just move the trap. I've had it before where it gets that soft, but when I'm dry land trapping, very, very rarely does it happen. I've had it a few times in the water. I'll just move it a foot or two one way, and it's normally pretty good. So, but yeah, if you get some of that, what I call that goose poop, that really soft, mucky stuff, it's no matter what you use, you're gonna struggle. I like the Pogos the best. They held really well. I think they hold the best, and they're the cheapest. But that's for me in my area. You know, everyone's gonna have an opinion on it. Yeah, Dan, that's my problem. I got to get started because I've got my wife's kind of on my butt for it. She's like, "You got just piles and piles in that garage. You need to get it organized." Yeah, I do, but I've got like 3 more shelves I want to build, so everything in here has to go outside. Build the shelves, then start stacking stuff up, so just don't just have stuff all over the floor, littered everywhere. Because I'm real bad about that. Bentonite clay. Huh, never heard of that. Yeah, if that stuff's needed, that's tough trapping, Dan. I mean, no wonder you trap out of a canoe, because, whew, I would not want to walk that. My problem, though, Dan, is our creeks, though. So, like, here's our bank. Or, here, I'll do this. Here's our bank, but then our creeks go like this. And you put one step, like right here, it's solid clay. So you just whoop, and you could. I literally, I didn't get on camera. I wish I did. But I started sliding down a creek, and I hit the water, and I just kept going and going. Luckily, I was in my chest waders, but I stopped like 2 inches from the top. I was scared to death. There was actually some decent current. The water would come up. and I was trying to find my beaver traps, and man, that scared me. That scared me a lot. Oh, white clay. Okay, yeah, we've got the brown blackish stuff here. There's a yawn. That's a good sign. I can mess with somebody, but I'll tell you what, in chest waders, it doesn't matter if you can swim or not. They start filling up, you're in big, big trouble. And that's like, I've talked about before, but that's why I'm a dry land trapper, is because I don't have those cricks that a lot of people do in Iowa. So here in Iowa, everyone, when I was first learning to trap, everyone said, "You want numbers? You got to go to the water. You got to go to the water." So I was trying it, and I was having terrible luck. Couldn't get traps staked, getting wet, and I'm like, "What is going on?" Because my systems are, you know, probably about the size of my garage, 28 feet wide and about 10 foot deep, and just sheer bank. Some of these I've got literally 3 foot of vertical bank before I even get to the water, and you don't even know how deep the water is. So real pain there. Um, and I was like, how are these guys catching so many raccoons in this waterway? Catching the mink, the rats. And then I started going to other parts of Iowa, and I'm seeing these, 2.5 foot deep creek that's 6 foot wide that has like a 2 inch berm up to the road ditch. And I'm like, well, that's perfect. Way different than me busting butt down. I mean, you guys see my beaver videos, hopefully. I'm literally 30 to 40 feet down on some of them through erosion rock, and it's just terrible. Teddy, how we doing, sir? All right, on stuff. You take care, buddy. Dan, I like that. I like that. I'm catching you, buddy. I'm catching you. I'm really excited to hear this song now when I get off this. That's gonna be fun. But no, it's crazy how quickly season sneaks up on us. And I'm the worst procrastinator in the world. My wife hates that about me, but um, definitely trying to get stuff rolling this year. Definitely not ahead by any means, but we'll be moving here pretty quick. So there it is, Dan. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that song or listen to it, I should say. We got a week from today, I believe, is the Al's Outdoors auction. They're on Teddy's channel, Off the Hook Outdoors. So anyone interested in joining in that or donating something, Teddy, Off the Hook, Boxy Outdoors, or Mark Larson. Those are your three guys that are kind of putting a lot of time and effort into this. So big thanks to them for doing it. It's pretty awesome, guys. I love the outdoor community. Sack Nuts, you must really like that. I'm going to have to listen to it. See, I don't even know what that means. I know what a guitar is, but not a resonator. I'm not a huge music guy. I'm that awkward dude that can literally drive 35 minutes to work with no radio, no nothing. Just nothing. Don't tread on me. I told her it's no way. No way. She wants a uh, full bathroom, a full kitchenette. It's a bedroom, a storage room, a craft room, a big living room. Plus all the, I've got to really decorate the fireplace that's down there. It's no way. I mean, we don't have the money to do that right now. It's actually kind of funny. She got mad at me for not getting on this quick enough. And she talked to some people, and I told her, if I do all this myself, we're still looking at probably 30 grand minimal, and someone quoted her like six figures to come in and do it. I'm like, see, you just have to be patient. Patience is not her thing. We all have our weaknesses, and patience is not hers. But she grew up with money, so it's a little different. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's too bad his dad passed away. Flintlock. I just seen that the other day. Mr. Somebody, I'm not surprised. Ty, maybe slightly, because I haven't seen you post anything without the world squirrel in it for like a month. So I'm sure you've got them all figured out, and you know exactly where you're going and what you're doing. Always changing and always adapting. I've got a few things I want to change in this shop and to make it more efficient, so that's kind of the plan. Starting with a couple shelves. I've just got to figure out the best way to do it while still being able to get to all my raccoon boards. Try to cut out some steps. We'll see. I'm not sure yet, but we'll get there. I'm probably going to have to replace my jig. My jig here's seen better days. She's all cracked down the side here. She's falling apart on me. No, Ty, you're good. You're good. Oh, cool, Dan. David apparently listened to the song. He must love it. Man, now I'm really intrigued. Really intrigued. Don't tread on me. Yeah, you're in big bobcat country. Squared circle squares. Concerts? Man, I'm not a concert person. I've been to like 3 in my life. One of them, though, was pretty awesome. I was in Fort Worth, Texas, and I was about 10 foot away from Gretchen Wilson and Charlie Daniels Band. And watching that old man string on that fiddle was just insane. I mean, strings are breaking. I mean, sweat's dripping off his brow. He loses his hat, and you can tell he's truly, truly like cares about the music. That's pretty cool. CRB, the Bridger T3. I personally don't like them, but maybe you'll have better luck with them. Well, hopefully Iowa squared circle. How's that work, Ty? That's crazy. Oh, basketball? Yeah, I don't know. I don't even watch basketball. I hardly watch football. Yeah, Dan, these are the easy traps. The actual owner of Z Traps, his daughter made some for a while. It's basically a Z trap, but with a pull only trigger system. Um, I love these things. Problem is, she made them for a very, very short time. Man, those things are awesome, though. This must have been one I pulled out of the package because it's still got the coating on it. Normally, they get shined up real good once you make a catch. I like it, Ty. Well, fellas, I think we're going to bail out of here. I'm curious watching this song, and I'm starting to get a little sleepy now, so hopefully I can actually get to bed here within 45 minutes or so. That'd be pretty swell. But basically, like I said, I got bored out here in the shop, figured out, see what's going on, how everybody's doing. Yeah, Dan, I like the pole only, just because I'm trapping so close to houses and stuff. The last thing I need is any more gnawed targets than I already have, and a push pull will impact it, because basically at that point all you got is a cone over the top of a pan, so it's like a foothold but putting a circle around the trap. Anything that wants to put their foot in there is going to get caught. So CRB, yeah, if you have any questions, email me, man. Happy to help you out any way I can, buddy. So, but we're going to bail out of here, guys, and next Saturday, Off the Hook Outdoors on Teddy's channel is Al Outdoors auction, you know, our charity auction. So please stop by, share your support in any way you can, and we'll probably see you before then. You know, I'll have several late nights out here this next week, but everybody take care, and we'll catch you later.